Hello everyone, welcome to Inspirational Moment with AOOY. Today is a personal video that I've been bombarded with in my DM. That is, I want to know how I transitioned from Tianamani Kyodro Latte to a Kyodro being your boy. So today's episode is a deeply personal one. It explores my life journey and it's coming days before my birthday. From being that single daddy's girl to the lady dealing with PCOS to facing life's challenges, love and loss. So my story is a story of resilience and faith, and it's the unbreakable bond family. So let's start and begin. I was born on December 28th at the time of Bengali Hospital Community 10 to my parents, the late Edward Kweko Latte and Mrs. Vivian Betty Shredman Latte, me, Krejiba Agri, and I was their firstborn, and this brought my dad so much immense joy. So growing up in Tema, I attended various schools in Tema. I pursued my educational journey there. So I went to Fenton, I come to 10, I went to Dex. Then I transitioned to Accra Girls and then to Valley View. And that was my Christian faith life. I was a Presbyterian born bred, baptized there. Fast forward to the day I met Kateche, was an encounter on Facebook, but prior to that we had met in church and he left me a message. And his eloquence beat my imagination, and gradually he won me over with his charm, with his humor, and above all with his dream to have these extraordinary lifestyles centered about God. I loved everything that had got to do with God. And we fell in love and we vowed to be together. So that day was part on 18 August 2028. Our journey as a couple faced a significant hurdle in life when, whilst we were dating in 2017, Kateche was diagnosed with pulmonary embolism. It was life-threatening, a condition that challenged us both physically and emotionally. But as a family, we stood together in prayer and in faith, and with the help of skilled doctors, he survived. So on 18 August 2018, a year after that scenario, we celebrated our marriage, and then I became Ikia Odora of being Yewa. I mean, people questioned my choice, but I believe that Kateche had the potential and his love for me was exceptional. So he was not just my husband, but was also my partner in every sense of the word. In my work, in my studies, and everything I was doing, he was always there for me. He supported me through thick and thin, even during my unemployment journey. 9 months after our wedding, we welcomed our first child, Princess Awo Abena Obima Obenyewa. You know, our joy knew no bound. It was immeasurable, and it was sweet because of my medical condition. But it followed with a heartbreak when we tragically lost her on February 6, 2020. It was devastating and it was a big blow, but Kateche was my rock, providing me comfort and strength, and God being so good. In April 2021, our smiles returned, and as we were blessed with another beautiful girl, Lady Dinah, Ifya Oforiwa Obenyoboa. Our faith and our hope in God remained unshaken, regardless of where we find ourselves in. We were also actively involved in our church community, where we continue to grow and serve God spiritually. However, life had its own challenges in store for us as we lost Kateche's mother 6 months after we had lost our first child. And for my mother-in-law, she was not just a mother-in-law, but for me, she was a cherished member of our family. And then on, as life would have it, 6th December 2021, my world came crumbling as I watched my husband succumb to death in a matter of moments. I moved from becoming a wife to a widow, and the grief was overwhelming. But this journey isn't just about the pain of loss. It's also about the power, the healing power of faith, and the resilience of we humans. Like, it's about the unwavering support of family and the lessons learned along the way, which led to my book Behind the Smile, which is a story that I hope will inspire and provide solace to those who have faced similar trials. So as I share my experiences, I want you to know that you are not alone in your struggles. You are not alone in that loss. You are not alone in that challenge you are going through, and that there is hope even in the darkest moments of your life. You can learn from my experiences and one thing I say is choosing to love despite the challenges. My love story with Kati teaches us that love can conquer even the most daunting obstacles. Your commitment to each other is very important, and your faith is a foundation of your relationship. So you can love regardless of the person's condition. And then facing health challenges is not easy. Having to deal with my husband's pulmonary embolism diagnosis demonstrated the importance of support, the importance of having faith, and the importance of medical intervention in overcoming life-threatening health conditions. Then one other thing is navigating loss. The loss of my daughter and the loss of my mother-in-law reminded me that life can be filled with unexpected turns and sorrows in life. But then your strength in this phase of tragedy is going to be an inspiration to others who may find themselves in similar circumstances. So sometimes what life throws at us is not only for our own consumption, but to help others navigate through their own. And then the description of my marriage life showed the importance of communication, supporting mutual respect, in building a strong family unit, because if communication wasn't clear, we wouldn't know what each other was dealing with, and it would have been a challenge. For my viewers listening to me, know that definitely you're going to face difficult situations of marrying someone who has a fatal condition, and whatever situation the person is having at this moment, your love, your faith, and your belief in miracles is what will encourage the person, and is going to encourage people to lean on to God, to discuss things that are very rooted. And for my advice to young mothers and widows is that your experience as a young mother or widow is going to create valuable insight to others dealing or coping with loss. But then you need to find strength in your ability to overcome the challenge whilst nurturing your children. And that is the only way your inner strength is going to be built. And then you need to turn your pain to purpose. You can transform your life challenges. I transformed mine to a book. I transformed mine to a YouTube channel where I talk about the beautiful lessons of turning our pain to purpose. And by sharing your story, you are offering comfort, guidance, and peace and hope to others who may not necessarily be even walking the same journey, those walking the same journey, and it's going to help them. For me, behind the smile is a story of love, it's a story of courage, and the faith that we humans have. It's a story that illustrates that even though we face the most cruel trials in life, our faith is the only way we can be able to hold on to it, and that is the way we can find strength to smile through the tears. And this story captivates the heart and creates suspense in every turn of its pages, and leaves us emotionally at a point, and also rises our spirits at a point. So as you listen to this journey, I invite you to celebrate the resilience of human spirit and the power of love, and the unwavering faith that we need to have, because that is what is going to carry us through our most darkest moments. Also know that even behind the most radiant smiles, there can be stories of profound strength. There can be stories of profound weakness that people are dealing with. So through every trial, through every heartbreak, know that it is your faith that is going to carry you forward. In one verse I like so much is 2 Corinthians 4:8-9, and it says that we are afflicted in every way, but we are not crushed, we are not perplexed, but not driven into despair, persecution, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. These words resonate deeply with my journey, because our faith, the love and the grace of God is what is going to walk us through our darkest hours. One verse that everyone knows I like so much is Psalm 34, and the verse 8, he said, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and save the crushed in spirit." He was near us, and he is near you too. Our faith, and it is through our faith that we found our strength. It is through our faith that we found love, we found solace, and in his promises we found hope. So may my story encourage you and serve as a reminder that even in the face of the most profound trials, God's love remains our constant source of comfort and strength. God's love remains our most constant source of comfort and strength. So thank you for joining us on today's deeply emotional episode of Inspirational Moment with AOOY. I hope my journey has been one that would inspire your faith and cause you to endure in love regardless. And if you found this episode meaningful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with others that would need to hear this story to encourage them. Your support can touch the hearts of those who are in need of it the most. So stay tuned for more inspiring stories as my baby comes over and return onto this new year. And if you have your own story of resilience or topics you love us to explore in this coming year, don't forget to share them in the comment below or in my DM on social media. And as we conclude today's episode, may you find strength in your own journey. And may you always remember that behind every smile, there can be stories of profound strength, there can be stories of hope, and there can be stories of pain. So until next time, take care and may God's love guide you through life's challenges. Enjoy the festive seasons. And if you don't hear from me again, have a happy new year.